friends! Welcome to story time. I'm here with my friend Boots the cat, and we are leading story time today for the Winona Public Library. Can you wave to say hello? For this virtual story time, I'm here with Boots at my house, sitting on my comfy couch with my comfy blankets and pillows because I do my best reading at home. Do you have a comfy reading spot at your house? You do? Well, let's do story time together today. You might be wondering, where's Miss Trisha? Who is this new friend leading story time? And like I said, my name is Jenny, and today's a very special story time because I am a special guest author. What does it mean to be an author? Do you know? An author is the person who writes a story. And many times an author will type their story on a computer. Do you have a computer? You do? Well, maybe you can write a story too. I worked very hard on my story, and guess what? My story became a book, just like you check out at the library. My book is called Junkyard Tough, A Tail of Bravery. And this is what our story time is about today. I will read you a part of Junkyard Tough, and we will also talk about what it means to be brave. What does it mean to be brave? Do you know? Does brave mean being scared and hiding underneath the couch? No way! Brave means facing your fears and having courage. It means never, ever, ever giving up. And it means being tough, just like Junkyard Tough. Now, in the story, Boots is a cat who learns what it means to be brave. He lives in a junkyard in the story, but do you have a cat at your house? Maybe your friends or your grandma or grandpa or maybe your aunt or uncle. Do they have a cat? They do? What sound does a cat make? Do you know? Go ahead, let's make the sound together. Ready? Meow, meow, meow. I think I heard Boots. Meow. That's right. In the book, Boots the cat meets new people and he visits new places and he finds a lot of new things that make him feel scared. Have you ever felt scared before? Yes, sometimes we all feel scared. But in the book, Boots learns what it means to be brave. Now, Junkyard Tough is a chapter book. And this means that the story is split up into 10 smaller stories called chapters. And those small stories become one big story that you read all together to get through the book. Now, today we're going to read chapter 1. And if you like it, you can then read the rest of the book together with your mom or dad, or maybe your older brother or sister. Okay, so are you ready to read chapter 1? You are? Let me hear it louder. Are you ready for chapter 1? Yes? Okay then. Chapter 1 is called Junkyard Morning. You see Boots' little paw prints there? Okay. When you live in a junkyard, you need to be tough. That's what Mama Cat always told him. Her little kitten spent his nights sleeping in an old, worn-out work boot, and that's why she named him Boots. Boots had to be a tough cat. Junkyards were not for scaredy cats. They were loud, dirty places and home to many animals that would eat just about anything, even cats. During his junkyard adventures, Boots saw gigantic birds, hungry raccoons, and rats that were bigger than he was. Most mornings he woke to the sound of a truck picking up trash for the landfill. But he never felt scared. No way, Boots was junkyard tough, just like Mama Cat always told him to be. One summer morning, Boots woke up in his boot, yawned, and stretched in the sun. What a beautiful day in the junkyard, he thought. Good morning, Boots, Mama Cat said. Will you be junkyard tough and hunt for our breakfast? You're such a great hunter. Yes, Mama, Boots answered proudly. Boots liked hunting for food. The junkyard had a menu full of choices. What should we eat today? Pizza crust from the trash? Maybe a tasty mouse? His stomach growled at the thought of a mouse, and as luck would have it, he saw movement in the trash pile. A mouse, Boots shouted with excitement. Breakfast time! Boots pounced into action, running and chasing the mouse past the trash pile, through the old cars, and all the way to the junkyard office. But the chase quickly ended when the mouse escaped through a small hole in the bottom of the office building. Boots looked up at the building. I've never been this close before. The junkyard office was where people worked. Since he was still a young kitten, Boots was never this close to people before. He and Mama Cat always stayed out of sight. Curious about his discovery, Boots tiptoed past the office door, jumped up on a ledge, and peeked in the open window. What a busy place, he thought. Paper was stacked on every desk, and people walked around in different directions. A loud ring from a phone startled Boots, but before he could run away, someone lifted him off the window ledge. And there he is, being lifted off the ledge. So that was chapter 1, Junkyard Morning. Next comes chapter 2, which is called A New Friend. And then chapter 3 is called A Big Family. And the book goes all the way to chapter 10. Can you count to chapter 10? Let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wiggle your fingers for 10. There are 10 small stories or 10 chapters in Junkyard Tough. Do you think that you can read them all? Do you know what else is in Junkyard Tough? You saw them in there. There's pictures. Lots of pictures in Junkyard Tough. So I told you that I am the author. But what I didn't talk about is the illustrator. That's a really big word. An illustrator illustrates or draws pictures to go along with the story. The illustrator for my book was my very best friend named Sarah. And Sarah drew many beautiful pictures to help tell the story of Boots and how he learned to be brave. Do you want to see some pictures? Okay, how about this one? One of my favorite parts. What's that a picture of? French fries, that's right. There's French fries in the story. And what about this one here? What's Boots doing on the bottom there? Is he sleeping? There's also some good pictures of Boots and Mama Cat. So when Sarah the illustrator used pencils, she drew the inside pictures for the book. When she did the pictures on the outside of the book, she used colored pencils. Do you have colored pencils? What's your favorite colored pencil? Is it red? Is it blue? Maybe it's my favorite color, which is yellow. Do you like yellow? Do you like to draw pictures? If you do, maybe you could draw pictures to go along with your story. Well, friends, I think we should give one more meow to our friend Boots. Do you think we could do that together? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Meow, meow. Do you hear that? Boots is meowing back. He said, "Thank you for joining me for story time." And he wants to remind you what it means to be brave. Brave means facing your fears, having courage, never ever giving up, and being tough, just like Boots was in Junkyard Tough, A Tale of Bravery. This chapter book is available for you to check out at the Winona Public Library, or if you would like your own copy, you can go online and visit baertschbooks.com to order a copy today. So again, thank you for joining me for this very special author story time. And so I'll see you next time. Wiggle your fingers and say goodbye. Bye. Thank you for having me.